So our group is Armand, Johannes Vermeulen, myself, so Richard Weich, Sergio Fernandez, Francois Christian Meyer. And this is now the project one of the network development 1781. Uh, and yeah, so we've decided to create a layout of the classroom, which is then a computer for the lecturer in the classroom, and then 5 or 10 student computers, then connected to the switches, the switch for each classroom. So this is then repeated 3 times for each classroom, and each of those switches um, is then connected to the main switch, uh, which is then connected to the one server and the one router. So yeah, we utilized using most of the same equipment, and using the absolute minimum amounts of equipment for the setup to work. So we purchased 42960 switches, one server slash PT, one ISR 4331 router, making our network design efficient and cost effective. Our computers will cost in total $33,000 for each one. Oh, $1,000 for each one, so being a total of $33,000. And then from there, our switches will cost 6,000, and our server will cost 2,000, and our router will cost 3,000. So this then brings our total up to $44,000. We sourced all of the prices from Cisco itself, Cisco Packet Tracer, and yeah, we assumed everything is in dollars. And I'm handing off to Francois.
Cool. I'm gonna do the logical explanation. We have connected 11 computers to one switch, one of those computers being the lecturer's computer, for each classroom, to which all three switches connect to one main switch. Then the main switch is then connected to the server and the router. The interaction between devices. The students' computers in a classroom can communicate directly with the lecturer's computer. This also enhances the ability to share files and information over a local area network. The network has been set up in a way that makes it possible for students' PCs to access resources hosted on the lecturer's PC, and the opposite is also true. This also allows access of these shared folders over the network via drives that have been mapped to the lecturer's PC. I'm going to be handing it off to Sergio.
Incorporation of server in the network. A single server has been incorporated into the network and it is reachable by all the computers in the network. It is used for file management, user access control, and backup management. All the computers that belong to the network, that is both student and lecturer PCs, are able to communicate with the server for element storage and retrieval, thus making the storage solution consolidated and the data structure well managed and safe. The server further provides the resources of internal networks. In particular, there is such service as DNS, which allow users to access the network by domain names rather than numeric addresses. I'm going to be passing now on to Arman.
Configuration of TCP and IP. Static Internet Protocol addresses are used for important devices such as lecture working computers, servers, and network devices for the purposes of enhancing the management of important services. For instance, a static IP address is given to the student server so that it can be accessed on the network at all times without change. The student PCs are assigned temporary IP addresses through a DHCP server to ease the management of IP addresses pools.
So yeah, that's our group. That's Armand, Sergio, myself, and Francois. Thank you for listening, and yeah.